Kiss my ass.
Chicago Fire is a TV show that explores both the professional and personal lives of the firefighters and paramedics of Chicago Firehouse Number 51. Each week, the show opens with a dramatic rescue. This scene is from a Season 2 episode entitled The Ultimate Sacrifice, where a heroic father shielded his family from certain death at the cost of his own life. It was one of the most memorable moments of this show. The main characters are Lieutenant Kelly Severide, played by Taylor Kinney. Kelly is somewhat of a ladies' man who always does the right thing but goes about it the wrong way. Lieutenant Matthew Casey, played by Jesse Spencer. Casey is the leader of Truck 81 with a no-nonsense attitude and commands respect at the risk of alienating some of his housemates with his standoffish demeanor. Paramedic Gabriella Dawson, played by Monica Raymond, frequently lands herself in trouble for leaping before she looks on various calls, which has led to her being written up several times. Lauren German plays the part of paramedic Leslie Shea. Shea and Lieutenant Severide are best friends and roommates. Shea is openly gay. She is fiercely loyal to her friends and has put her job at risk several times for Lieutenant Severide. Firefighter Peter Mills is played by Charlie Barnett. He is a recent graduate of the Academy and is part of a long line of firefighters. Peter is the unspoken conscience of Firehouse 51. Battalion Chief Wallace Bowden is played by Iman Walker. He plays the part of a fireman's fireman who has been confronted by important personal decisions, a possible debilitating illness, and the loss of his firehouse. The remaining cast members add their own share of drama, humor, and problems to the show each week, including leaving a known drug dealer and gangbanger inside a burning building to a vasectomy party. A firefighter's job not only includes fire rescues, but also other kinds of rescues. Rescuing a man from the blaze of a piece of heavy equipment, rescuing a young fatherless boy from near death after a near-fatal joyride in a tractor, to rescuing the victim of an automobile accident. It's not all work and no play for Firehouse 51. Captain Bowden has decided to pursue a relationship with a schoolteacher named Dawn. Paramedic Gabrielle Dawson has had the hots for Lieutenant Casey since day one, but Casey has never been available. At the end of Season 2, the timing has finally been right, and the two are now in a relationship. Mills and Dawson were involved for a time, but went their separate ways when Dawson could not deny she had feelings for Casey. Relationship issues are not the only drama in the lives of these courageous men and women, but you will need to tune in on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on NBC to get a complete picture of their lives. Chicago Fire is a TV drama that first aired on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. on NBC. The show was created by Derek Haas and Michael Brandt. The executive producer of the show is Dick Wolf, who is also responsible for the Law and Order series, which is another of my favorite TV shows. Chicago Fire is filmed in Chicago and is distributed by NBC Universal Television. Two production companies are responsible for the show. They are Wolf Films and Universal Television. The show is about a group of firefighters and paramedics. It details the dangers they face each time they go out on a call, as well as the drama in their personal lives. Although graphic images are sometimes shown, the show is rated TV-14 and is most popular with the 18 to 49 age group. The commercials during the show are geared toward an audience who are financially stable, as evidenced by the luxury car commercials, as well as toward the younger pizza-eating age group. This show is now broadcast on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m., and the viewing audience went from 6.61 million on Wednesday nights to 8.9 million on Tuesday nights. If this show were private instead of public, the delivery would not be as enjoyable, as a lot of the explicit pictures of fire victims would most likely be cut, thereby depriving the audience of seeing the real danger these public servants face on the job every day. In March of this year, NBC announced a spin-off of this show, Chicago PD, a show about the Chicago Police Department. Although this spin-off is written and produced by the same people, this show lacks the moral character and integrity of Chicago Fire and the Law and Order series. Chicago PD's main character is a dirty policeman, as are some of the officers under his command. Chicago Fire is a show that lets the viewer inside the lives of everyday heroes committed to one of America's most noblest professions, and is well worth watching on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. on NBC.